We like partnering with Digium because it's truly a partnering arrangement. We have found that we've forged very strong relationships through all levels of the organization, highly responsive. As a reseller, I mean, the first thing we look for is an organization that's going to really support us and be there when we need them. And we certainly get that full force with Digium. Surprisingly, there's been a big fundamental shift. I mean, the open source side is actually becoming a strategic advantage in the user base. Years ago, it was thought of as being a detriment. Oh, you know, who's going to support you and things like that. So the people like the open architecture. They like the productivity tools that are available within Switchvox. Obviously, the cost value proposition is enormous, and people are catching on to that. So I mean, it's a multitude of approaches, and open architecture is a very key thing. Again, the openness and the integration into, you know, people want everything in a single unified interface with regards to their CRM packages and things like that. So the ability we have through use of APIs and things along these lines to integrate to those third-party apps is really a key thing. The IVR, I mean, one of the strongest features, I believe, is the IVR and the IVR editor and the ability. I refer to it as being a Sybil. I'm old, so it's the old movie with Sally Fields where multiple personalities that you buy a license and you want that person to play this role. And it isn't, you know, this license for that and another license if you want to change roles or something like that. So it's really a one-size-fits-all from a cost perspective. And then everything being rules-based, permissions-based, then we can really mold that ball of clay forever. That, you know, everybody thinks that this is the way we want it. Well, a year from now, we want to change it a little. No problem. There's no cost. Some professional services associated with it, or a customer, the adoption rate for them doing it themselves is great, which is a huge advantage as well. So it's like, don't worry. As you change and your business changes, you know, it's the same situation. You just reapply what you've already, you know, invested in. So that's a key thing. We use that very strong. Training, you know, from a sales standpoint and technical standpoint gives you credibility, but then also as a business owner, it cut down on our implementation time and it drove our margins higher. So, you know, if you can go in there and get everything done in a day because of your proficiencies, geez, I mean, that's fantastic, rather than laboring through a 3 or 4 day installation where, you know, the project creep can really, you know, cut into it. So from a customer perspective, it's a win-win. From a owner's perspective, it helps improve my margin on projects. Again, as far as partnering to me and loyalty and commitment to the channel, and quite honestly, a lot of the folks at Digium I've known from previous lives, all high integrity individuals. Not guys that are sitting there, you know, they're one year at this company, 1 year at that company, and they're moving all around. So that was a strong motivator for me to pick this line up, because of the high level of quality of people in the organization and how they conduct themselves. Certainly, again, the open source stuff has been an advantage. And just the rapid development process that you can bring new features to the table. So, you know, in our business, unfortunately, you know, life cycles are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and so the ability for Digium to react to market drivers and deliver quality product and innovative solutions quickly, it's an advantage to us.